Hi. So I recently did a video that said I was going to be cursing less on camera and curbing that, and I got a lot of really interesting comments from the standard conspiracy theorist nonsense, like the stuff like, "You couldn't even look at us for that video. It couldn't be that you brought your camera to work to do reviews, so you don't have it at home. It must be that you just like couldn't stand to look at us." I got a lot of, and then there was the stuff saying, this is all because you're afraid of being demonetized. And the funny thing is that I don't think people understand how the YouTube monetization system, nor how the YouTube recommendation algorithm works. And I used to have a YouTube partner rep. I say used to because I stopped taking their calls because nobody at YouTube, even their partner rep, seems to have any understanding of how the recommendation algorithm works. So I'm going to try and walk you through this, and let's see if you understand. So let's take a look at a video that, in my opinion, again, this is just opinion. I don't think this is a very advertiser-friendly video, nor do I think it's an advertiser-friendly title. I'm not going to read it because by reading it, I will be breaking my New Year's resolution. IT specialists can, well, and you can see that. So let's go around and check this out. So this video made me, over the course of its lifetime, and that video is almost 2 years old. In 2 years, that video has made me $730. And the view count on that video, if we were to look for view count, that has way more views than any of my other content, any of my standard board repair stuff. That video has over 400,000 views. Now, if we were to look at a video that I did that is actually more in line with the videos that I produce on a regular basis, a board repair video, and this was a very useful board repair video where I'm going over very common flaws, how to identify them, how to fix them in a very concise time period so that it's very easily digestible by the people who would watch it. If we go over this one, which is a short 15-minute video going over the very common problems very quickly, this video has 7,000 views. This video is clearly titled 7,000 views, and if we look at the revenue over its lifetime, you'll see that that video has made me $14.58. So the video that I did that was useful, that was in line with my channel's content, that has something to offer that people can actually use to make money, has made me $14.52. But the video that I did that was an aggravated rant on dealing with people that are so afraid of being sued that they are not allowed to use any common sense to be useful to society, and the entire idea that people that are completely clueless can get paid a lot of money, whereas people that know what they're doing don't. That entire rant that has not a lot to do with what my channel is typically about had 412,000 views, in contrast to my normal videos that have, like 7,000 views. And unlike my informative videos, which made me $14, this video made me, let's go up in revenue. That video made me $730. Now, I know what you're thinking here. You're thinking, well, Lewis, people don't want to watch motherboard repair. They want to watch rants. People are linking to that. People are choosing to click onto that content that is more offensive, that is more edgy or whatever. And that's actually not true, because you may think that this is just, YouTube doesn't want this content on their platform, but it's there and they couldn't they couldn't delete it, which is why it's still up. And let me show you why that's wrong with analytics. So if we were to figure out what caused this spike leading up to these days, so let's just take a look from April 4th to May 15th, where that spike appears to be. We're going to check out traffic sources over here, and we're going to put I would say April 4th to May 15th. So we're going to do April 4th of last year. I'm being lazy. I don't want to type it. Maybe April 2nd to, the end of May. All right? Now, during that time period, we can actually see where the traffic came from. So we can see if it came from direct sources, like somebody linking to me over here. We can see if it's something that somebody searched for, so somebody specifically searched for that topic over here, or suggested videos. Suggested videos means views from suggestions appearing alongside or after other videos, and browse features means traffic from the homepage, the feed, the browsing features. So this over here, these two are decided by the YouTube algorithm. The YouTube algorithm is going to decide when I get played next, and the YouTube algorithm is going to decide when to suggest my video to people. So that means that over here, suggested videos during that time period was 71% of my views, and the browse features was 22%. And every other type of way of finding my content is under 3%. What this means is that the YouTube algorithm decided to put this video out to as many people as possible. So every time that I had an increase in views to that video, it was not because somebody found it and shared it on a forum. It's not because subscribers were choosing to view it. It's not because people were seeking it out. It was because YouTube was taking that video and shoving it in front of the faces of the people that wanted to view it. So I'm talking to this person about demonetization and and advertiser friendliness, and I asked her honestly. I said, "Well, I have a video that has this disgusting title, and not only does that video have more views than any of my videos that don't have profanity, but it has profanity in the title. Not only does it have more views, but those views appear to be views from the algorithm, not from people seeking it out, not from people choosing to click it. Those videos came from YouTube's algorithm telling people, come here and watch this video entitled IT Specialist Can Suck My You-Know-What. So what's up with that? Why is it that YouTube says that they want advertiser-friendly content? Why is it that YouTube says we're going to seek out and demonetize this content, but then simultaneously creates an algorithm that pushes the edgiest content with the most profanity out to its users? Because it's not my videos on VCCIO versus VCore that are getting pushed. It's not my videos going over the USB-C muxing circuit that are getting pushed. It's not my videos on how to locate a short. It's not my videos where I'm reviewing products that are getting pushed. It's videos with titles like that. So I understand entirely why it is that people like Leafy or Mr. Beast or the people that make the videos they do, I understand why they create this content. People make it sound like that, oh, they're just evil or they just came onto the platform one day and decided to be these edgelords, and the reality is that the algorithm rewards you for being an edgelord. It not even doesn't demonetize you. It's never demonetized me, as you can see. And I have never had a single video on YouTube be demonetized, ever. Discussing politics, religion, sexual assault, whatever it is, I've never had a single demonetization on YouTube. And the funny thing is that the videos that do the best on YouTube, the videos that get pushed out by the algorithm the most, are not the videos that I do that are useful. They're the videos I do that are like that. Now, if I did not have a job, if I didn't have stuff to do, again, I make money off of fixing stuff, not off of doing videos primarily, I would look at this and go, well, I hear you guys saying that you want advertiser-friendly content, but when I look at my stats, it appears that your own algorithm does not promote advertiser-friendly content or even useful content or educational content or stuff that people find useful. It seems like it promotes provocative, edgy content laden with profanity. So if I were sitting there in my pajamas, didn't have a job, and was thinking, what should I spend my time on? I would spend my time making that type of edgy, provocative content. And that's why I don't understand when YouTube starts, cracking down on people and acting like, we had no idea this was here. Oh my God, if only we knew that was there, we would never let green frogs on our platform. When for years and years, you not only let it on your platform, you promoted it at the expense of actual useful content. So, no, I haven't made any of my decisions based on profanity, based on monetization. I've never had a demonetized video. From 2012 to the present, I enabled monetization in 2015. Not a single video that I've done has been demonetized permanently. I had one video demonetized momentarily. Actually, I take that back. I've had videos demonetized for having music in them, but I knew they were going to be demonetized, so it wasn't a surprise. I had one video demonetized by surprise. I submitted an appeal, and within an hour, it was back to being monetized. And I really find it funny when people say, you're trying to be advertiser friendly because that's what everybody wants. YouTube doesn't want advertiser friendliness. My argument is that YouTube says they want advertiser friendliness. And it's one of those questions. How do you react, or how do you create a plan when you're told one thing, but the actions say something else? YouTube says they want advertiser friendly content, but a video entitled IT Specialist Can Suck My Dick is the one that is promoted above all my other content. A lot of women will say they want a man that is more feminine, but then 50 Shades of Grey is the best-selling book and movie. you get conflicting signals. It's conflicting data, and you don't really know what to do with it. So no, it's not my attempt to be more advertiser friendly, nor do I even believe that advertiser friendly content does best on this platform. I genuinely believe that non-advertiser friendly content is the content that is pushed. Non-advertiser friendly content is the content that the algorithm itself, coded by Google, recommends, and that is the way to success. That being said, I can't really make up rants like that every single day. It's stuff, when it comes to me, it comes to me. And when I don't have that to do, I just go back to fixing boards. This makes me money. Not like, if you think I'm going to change the way that I talk or act because that $14 a video is something that means something to me, that I need that, or else I won't be able to feed Pepe, you haven't seen the price list on my website. But the reason that I've decided to stop with the profanity is I watch the videos, and A, it's not the way I talk in real life a lot of the time, but also in the Right to Repair video that I did, I said that I think that the real right to repair is getting the next generation of people interested in this. Not even just the next generation, but all the people that watch this and think, wow, this is fun. Because once they think that this is fun, they're hooked. Once they think it's useful and cool and exciting, they're going to want to do this type of work, and they're going to have fun doing this type of work. But if there's some 10 or 9-year-old kid that starts watching this and thinks that this is fun, and then their parent hears me say a bunch of terrible things, they're probably going to say, hey, stop watching that. And that would be really sad. That would be a shame, and that would undermine my own cause. So I have to ask myself, does all of that vicious cursing add anything to the content? I don't think it does. And honestly, it's not really even me. So I don't think that it's worthwhile to give up the potential of getting a lot of people involved in something that I enjoy and I find fun, that I genuinely believe will further Right to Repair for eternity going forward, when the new generation decides that they're going to go into management in these companies, that they're going to become engineers, that they're going to start their own companies. I want them to be people that started off in electronics somehow by watching stuff like what Jessa or Chris Long or Jason at STS Telecom or what I produce. I want them to be people that, at 6 to 10 years old, were watching us instead of, Fuzi, whatever the hell. And for them to get excited over this type of stuff, and for them to find this fun, and for them to never, ever, ever want to be a part of a company that uses customs enforcement to keep parts from being imported at the border, that never wants to be a part of a company that hides the location of a fuse on a motherboard and has their law firms call people for it. But that starts with getting them involved. And having people involved in this means getting them means taking away the barriers to them getting involved. And one of those barriers, admittedly, I have to look at that and be realistic about it, is the fact that I curse all the time. And I've gotten a lot of letters, I've gotten a lot of not letters, but messages on YouTube and emails saying, my kid enjoys watching this stuff, but you curse all the time. That's, and you know what? They got a point. I don't think that it adds to the content, and that's that. But yeah, and when it comes to YouTube, I just gotta, I probably shouldn't be saying this because, as I'm saying it, this video is going to get demonetized, but over the lifetime of this video, we were to go to lifetime, I am genuinely interested here. I'm fairly certain that most of this, suggested videos, 67% was suggested videos, 21% was browse features. Direct or external accounts for 5.5% of the traffic. 5.5% of the traffic was people clicking on a link because somebody recommended my video, and 88% of it was people being recommended this stuff by the YouTube algorithm. So the algorithm decides what is viewed, and the algorithm above and beyond has decided to reward that type of content, which is why that's what you see all over YouTube. And if I did not have a job and I were reliant on YouTube for my income, if this was how I made money, and I didn't have investments, and I didn't have a business, and I didn't have savings, I'd probably just sit here. I mean, I wouldn't be going for advertiser friendliness. Quite the opposite. I'd curse more. I'd be more edgelord. I'd be more, I would go above and beyond to turn that into a character and do it every day, not just make a video when something has genuinely pissed me off or irritated me. I'd come up with a reason to do it every day. because that's what YouTube is telling us works. And I think it's really funny that when I talk to my partner rep and I say, I understand what you're saying about advertiser friendliness, but why is this content promoted? That their only answer is, I don't know. So Google, if you don't want that type of content on your platform, if you don't want YouTube to be the home of edgelord, profane-ridden stuff, answer that question. And then answer that question in front of your partner reps so that when somebody asks them, hey, if you don't want this content on your platform, why does your algorithm promote it over everything else? You have an answer instead of saying, I don't know. That's it for today. And hey, went through another video with no cursing. Mwah.